each year the weather's so different, and there's a lot of successes and failures. So how do you know what to keep track of, or how do you keep track of things, Jim?
I don't always keep track of it really well. I'm great at writing some things down and then sticking the piece of paper in a book somewhere, and then when I really need to know, I don't. And the labels get stuck somewhere, and I don't know where they are.
Yeah.
You got a little better method.
I journal. I keep a journal. I can't live without it. I make my little maps in here. I glue tags in here. I make notes of the weather.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Knowing the weather is especially important, because knowing what plants did well and which didn't in a particular year.
No, it was hot and dry, so things like this colorful portulaca.
They love that heat.
Just
they
really
love the
loved
heat
it.
and dry. And next to it you got what, lobelia?
This is the lobelia, which doesn't like the heat and dry so much. So maybe it's time to replace it with a nice fall flower, like a mum or cabbage, or so you can make a note of which pots to set up for that.
Right. And then tomatoes are the other one. I grow a lot of different tomato varieties, and I need to know which ones taste good and which ones performed well, so that next year I know which ones to feature or which ones I want to grow.
Right, or where to place them, because you might have a new design idea, and in the spring it's so overwhelming, don't you think? You're just long winter and you kind of forget what you had planned.
Exactly, so use a journal.
Jim, use a journal.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Casey Kraus.
And I'm Jim Hotelling, the Home Gardeners from Hillside Garden Center.